she has to be marriage material for her to get the ring.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying
with that.
Absolutely. She has to abide by my standard. I'm sorry.
About 80% of divorces happen because of women. So I understand why men do not want to get married. Good. But with that aside, would you consider a prenup? Since you can like choose what percentage you get and what percentage she gets if something were to go down.
Yeah, you mention a prenup. Absolutely not, because prenups are thrown out. Oh, hold on.
Jin's donated $50. A man using a woman for her body is demonized and a cancelable offense, while a woman using men for their wallet is considered acceptable. Question is for all. Is dating a man for money that he worked hard for equal to getting in a relationship to smash?
Wait, what's the question? Is dating a man for money that he worked hard for?
Is dating a man for money that he worked for?
Well, we're going to have to come back to that one just so I can finish off on this prenup thing. Okay, so prenups are regularly thrown out all the time. They're typically non-enforceable, especially the longer the marriage goes on, the less likely they are to be enforced. So, you know, you hear a lot of these stories, prenups just get thrown out. I think it happened to Dr. Dre. He had a prenup with his wife. He got took to the fucking cleaners by his wife. So, like, to me, it doesn't make sense. The United States and a lot of Western countries are going to have to rewrite the marriage laws to incentivize men to get married, because men are waking up to the fact that men get absolutely destroyed in marriage and in divorce. Financially, when it comes to the kids, women are more likely to get custody. And then also, if you do get a divorce, you're gonna the financial cost of just getting the attorney, getting all that involved. If it's a contested divorce, or you're gonna spend mid 5 figures, 6 figures on attorneys, and you got to pay for her attorney too if it's not a 50-50 relationship. So, I mean, 50% of marriages end in divorce. I think you said 80% of divorces are initiated by women.
90% if she's college educated.
90% if she's college educated. 90% of child support payments go from men to women. 97% of alimony payments go from men to women. So it's just marriage. If you're a betting man, it's not a good bet for men. And we've done away with, you have no fault divorce. So a woman can cheat on you. She can get spit roasted and infidelity, and she can still get half her shit if she cheated on you, which would be a perfectly justified reason for wanting to divorce someone. Imagine that, cheating, you caught your wife cheating, and then now you have to pay her alimony for the next 20 years. Like, that's absurd.
Yeah, man, don't get married.
There's actually this case in Canada, Eric, I think you've looked it up before. In Canada, this guy was dating a woman, and they weren't married, and somehow he had to pay, it was just a girlfriend, didn't have children, he had to pay her support. He was a wealthy guy. He went to court, not married. He had to pay her like alimony, basically. So marriage is an L for dudes. I don't know. I think it's the first one, Eric, if you want to pull it up.
I actually have something for this. May I?
Hold on, just while we pull this up. Eric, you got it? Can you scroll up? Scroll up. The title. Canadian court asks man to pay $53,000 per month to ex-girlfriend as spousal support. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. It was something about like they were no children. Oh, here, I'll get this.
Alvin Sam super chatted $49.99. These women are viewing marriage from an idealistic view, but the guys are viewing it from a pragmatic view. My co-worker is paying off his ex-wife's $42,000 gambling debt she acquired because of community property. Ladies, let that sink in.
Damn. Yeah, there's like, if we were in a traditional social order, say how things used to be 50, 60, 70 years ago, where both legally, well, I don't know if much change has actually changed legally. There's been a couple shifts legally, but societally, also it was frowned upon to get divorced. Now it's like, go girl, like get fucking divorced. So now it's not a big deal. So if there's no incentive to continue the relationship, to stay divorced, if there's no stigma to being divorced, then what is the incentive for women to get married and to stay married? Because here's one thing in both business and in love: you do not enter into a contract where the other party is rewarded for breaking it. And the fact of the matter is, women are rewarded financially for breaking their marriage contract. Substantially rewarded, in fact, for breaking their marriage contract.